Hello people, so today, we're doing the climbing system tutorial. Now the reason that I have delayed this for such a long time is because I wanted 20 likes. Don't judge me, okay? I mean, I make YouTube videos, I need likes. Yeah, that's... Anyways, without further ado, the animations for this is from the climbing animation set. I believe it's by Hammerhead, if I'm not wrong. I'll put it up on the screen right now. So I'm using these animations. So this is on gameplay animation system. This is UE5.4. I could have upgraded to UE5.5, but the thing is, your boy is a bit lazy, to be honest. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that in the future if I continue this series. So yeah, the climbing animation set, you have a lot of really decent climbing animations. I have already targeted most of these, so you see you have the ones in place. These are the ones that you wanna... I have not implemented the climbing up, so when you reach the edge of the wall you climb up and stuff like that. So all you can really do right now is so yeah, now if I press E, just attach to the wall. You know, if it goes up to there, stuck. I can't move. I'm pressing W. I can't move. I can move sideways, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is the thing that I'm talking about, right? So you can press E again. As you can see, the hand also kind of phases through, which is kind of strange, but it's really not that big of a deal, I don't think. No, it's press E again. Detaches. So this is what we're going to be making today, right? So what you want to do is you just want to first get all your animations. You just need the idle animation, the move left, move right, move top, move bottom, and if you want to be fast, you can get the 8 directional movement as well. Well, whatever you want to do. So you just want to select all these, right click, and then retarget animations. And Unreal Engine 5.5 made it so much simpler to do it. All you need to do is you need to select here UEF, not FM. I'm sorry. Anyways, you just get these, you just select all the IP in place ones. Just grab this, select all the ones that I have IP, which I am, again, as I said, too lazy to do again because I've already done this. Yeah, so there's no point in me doing it again. So what you should have after you select all this, and you also set a for the exported animations to go to, you should have something like this. So you have all your animations right here, very nice, right? And then we want to make a new blend space. So you just do animation. If I can hover over, yeah, animation, blend space, name it, select UFN mannequin, and then BS climbing X reason. I'm not going to use that to show you how you should do it. I'm just going to show you the one that I have done. So we have the axis settings, the horizontal axis and then the vertical axis. Now, on the horizontal axis, what common sense would tell us is that left and right will move us left and right, and then up and down will move up and down. So yeah, it is all relative. So left here is left and right here is right. So you don't have any form of inversion or anything like that. You just move behind the character where your camera would usually be, and then you can easily swipe across this. If you guys want that, this video should reach 50 likes. This is a bigger goal, but I think we can do it. 20 likes in a matter of 2 weeks. It's not a matter of joke, okay? You get the up, right? Just drag them on. Then you have the, where's this one? This one is, this is left, this is right, and this is idle. You can pause, you can take your time, whatever you want. Yes, I'm just trying to make the video quick so that I don't waste a lot of time. So now that we have the animation side done, we're gonna get into the animation blueprints after we're done with the blueprints, because the blueprint part is going to take a little bit more time. Now then, what we want to do is we want to get an input. So we do keyboard event. You can get that, or you can even get one and then replace this with press E, whatever. Now if you control D this, and now as I have a gamepad, I'm going to set it up to be with a gamepad. So I'm going to use D-pad top. Yep, D-pad up. That's how you can set it. Very simple. And even if you don't have a gamepad, all you can do is you can just do gamepad, and then you can get all of this, whatever. And then I think there's VR as well. No, there's not. Anyways, I'm done. So now we have a branch, and the condition that we're gonna put in the branch is gonna be an is climbing. You can make a variable called is climbing. Pretty sure that's the only variable in this entire endeavor. Yes, it is. So you can just make a boolean variable like that, and then now we're checking it on not. If you don't want to use the not boolean, what you can do is you can just connect this, and then you can switch these around. Pretty simple. We need this and this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a channel. Alright, so now that we have this speed trace by channel, we don't want a multi-speed trace by channel, because sometimes when you type in speed trace, you get that one on top. So if you press enter over here, you're gonna get this, and then you're gonna have a multiple number of spears, and then you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? So we don't want that. On the start, what we want to do is we want to get a position above the player's head. Now the reason for this is we can detect when we are not colliding with the wall. So let's say if we are here, and I can probably turn this on, as you guys have probably seen on the trailer teaser thingy. So if I teleport myself over here, if I press E, as you can see, it is climbing like so, right? And if I look away, it will obviously detach me from the wall. Now the reason is, what will happen if I go up there? That is what we want to check. And what will happen is we want to, I'm pretty sure, stop climbing. I don't know why I don't have it there. I can just do this, yep, stop climbing. And if it is so, we can see it changing. Let's press right here. Yep, climbing. Can't even go into the full animation. So if we climb up, climb up again, we can see that it stops climbing and it falls back down, right? So this is the one that I didn't have before. Just add this right here. You don't have the stop climbing function yet, so you just leave this place empty, and the start position is gonna be just the get active location, and then we're gonna do a plus vector. You can drag off plus add, and then you can add 70 on the z-axis because we want a position above the player's head. And you can put this as low as you want, as high as you want. It depends on how big of a threshold you want it to be before the player actually like closes off. And we want to add again another vector, and that vector is going to be get actor forward vector, and I multiply that by a float. Now how do you actually get this? I used to be confused at this a lot. Just add a star sign, you're gonna get multiple, or you can also press M, I think. Maybe, no, that's a multi, never mind. That's on materials. You can get this, and you can right click on this pin, and then you can do two floats single position, right? And we're using 44 since that's the length that we want to go forward. And then we're gonna add this to this. Radius is gonna be 6. You can set it to 600 if you want, if you're kind of crazy, but 6 works good for me, so I'm gonna use that, right? And the reason I'm using a sphere trace is because line traces sometimes have sort of enmity towards landscapes, which I don't understand why. It just doesn't work. That's kind of stupid, but it exists, so we're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna get a branch after the sphere trace by channel, so you just press B and click. Condition is gonna be return value. So now if you don't get this, right? So if you don't get all these pins, what are you gonna do? You use sphere trace by channel, and you can just right click on the out hit and then switch structure pin. That is what I've done here, because we need the out hit normal. That's all we need from here. And upon true, so if it does hit something, so now we have the branch. We want to promote this out hit normal to a variable, so just right click and then promote to variable. I don't want it again, so I'm just going to delete it. Off of true, we want to set it to this out hit normal, and we want to set our caps radius to 40. Now the reason we're doing this, if I disconnect this, right? If I disconnect this, what you are going to see is a bit of a spectacle, because yeah, this is what's gonna happen. Yeah, your hands are gonna go through the wall, and I'm pretty sure this is not how climbing works. So I've decided to set the capsule radius to 40 temporarily. We're also going to be reverting this back on stop climbing. Obviously, we're going to need a capsule component reference for this, and then update overlaps. I'm pretty sure it's ticked on by default. False, we don't need to discuss the false case yet. And what we want to do is we want to make route from X off of return value of out hit normal. Make route from X, and we want to split the structure pins. So we get this, we get the return value, it's in rotation, so we split the structure pin, and we're gonna return this on the return node. So if it does not exist for you, what you can just do, you can just drag this onto return node, and then name, since I already had this, I'm gonna revert this back. Same with the return value of this. So this return value is gonna go into here, right here, drag it on the same way we made the Z up. And now what we want to do is we want to make a stop climbing function. It's very simple. All you do is on stop climbing, we set is climbing to false, we get character movement, and then do setment mode. It should be none, and you're gonna set it to falling, not walking, but falling. And we're gonna set the capsule radius back to 28 off of capsule component. Now what we want to do is we want to make another function, get forward climb vector. It is really simple. All there is a little bit of math. So what you do is you get actual location, you're gonna add a vector to it, and that vector is gonna be get actual forward vector times 50. So this is gonna be 50 in front of the capsule ending position, I'm pretty sure, or it's the central. We're gonna do space structure pin, X, Y, and Z. We get these 3 values, and we're gonna return the X and Y as it is. For the Z, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get actual location. I do get actor location, split structure pin, and we're gonna add 154 to Z. Then this is gonna go into Z, and also the get actual location is gonna rotation is gonna be the current rotation, so you can just do a get actual rotation, and you can connect this over here, and then you can set that to current rotation over here. Perfect. Okay, now we have this on false over here on the event on when you start climbing. So you're climbing activation key. Off of false, we want to do stop climbing, and if you go back into start climbing again, upon false, we're gonna do a stop climbing. I have just added a reroute node here. If you don't know how to do that, you can just double click, and you can arrange this anywhere. Oh, this is just for the people with OCD. For me, on event graph again, upon start climbing, we want a branch, and the return value is going to be the condition for the branch. And what we want to do is we want to set movement mode to flying. So how do we get that? We get the character movement, which is right from here. If you are confused, and set movement mode, this is going to be flying, and that's pretty much it. Climbing tick, this is a more important event. I'm gonna be going back to this after I've done something. This is, I don't know what's here. We just need a new function or a custom event to do custom event. Name this climb wall front, and then we're just gonna do stop climbing. So in theory, you should have something that just floats around. You're not gonna have the animations, and it's gonna be floating around even backwards. So when you press S, it's not gonna go down, it's gonna go backwards, and we can fix it really easily, which we're gonna do a bit later. Actually, I think, yeah, right after this. So this is climb on front, and this should be also done right now. We're gonna go to climb tick. Now climb tick is just a custom event, and on inputs we want a float named delta seconds if we will ever need it, which in this use case we don't. So upon branch, if is climbing is true, what we want to do is we want to do a start climbing. Just call the function from here, just drag it on, no big deal, right? We're gonna do a branch, and then the return value is gonna go into the condition of the branch, and then we're gonna set actor's rotation. You're gonna have this basically, so you're gonna right click, split structure pin, X and Y go into here, rest of the Z is gonna go into here. Teleport physics is gonna be off by default. If you want to turn that on for some reason, don't. This is climb tick, and climb tick is gonna go into our tick event. Now I know using tick events is really bad, and it's probably gonna cook some people's computers, but we want to use it. Now the update rotation function, yeah, this is really important because this is directly set after this. Usually we don't want that. What you want to do is after this, you want to detach this update rotation node, and you want to add a sequence. So just press S and click. This is going to go into here, and then off of then 0 we want a branch. So I have this because I have a wall running system set up. If you want me to make a tutorial on that or you how it works, I can certainly do that because I'm somewhat of a big brain myself. So we just need for now the is climbing to be false. So this is that is basically what the branch checks. And yeah, if either of these, all you just need to care about is this, so you just plug it into there. If this is false, then we want to update the rotation. And if it's just true, we don't want to do anything at all. And off of then one, we just want to call climb tick, and then delta seconds off of event tick is going to go into here. Just for safety measures, if you forget it in the future, you're going to have no problem setting it up again. Everything's done there. Now to the movement. Okay, I see that so enthusiastically. Oh god, is that even a word? Alright, yeah. So you're gonna have this. You're not gonna have this. What you're going to have is something really simple. Just forget about it, okay? This code, I'm gonna be posting this entire thing, except this. This is gonna be coming right with you. I'm gonna be posting this entire thing on a link down below in the description. You can copy the blueprints, and then you can obviously place it back. Yeah. So obviously it's not gonna include these things. This is the DOS system that I made, which is pretty cool. I have a lot of it up for you guys. So if you want that, drop 50 likes on this video, please. And subscribe. So this is I'm gonna be setting all this up for you guys on the blueprint website. I forgot what it's called, but I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna give you the guys the code. Don't worry about this right now. We have BS climbing setup, which is perfect. This is all it is. It's the climbing up axis, so it's gonna be showing up gray. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna right click and then promote to variable, and it's gonna become new variables. Both of these, right? Perfect. Yeah, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the ending blueprint of your character, which is gonna be this, basically. Worry about this, okay? So you're not gonna have all of these. What you're going to have is you're just gonna have this connected to right here, which we don't want. What we want to do is we want to go back to event graph, let that be for now, and now we want to set these variables, right? So you already have a sandbox character reference set up, which is pretty sweet, let's be honest. So what we want to do is we want to, sandbox character get is climbing, and we're gonna promote that to a variable. Since I already have that, I'm not going to be doing it. All you want to do is you also want to get the get up down axis, which is included in the blueprints that you're gonna copy. So we're gonna connect this to a blend poses by bool. By default, it's gonna set to true. You notice we're going to set it to false, and the true is going to be a custom state machine. So do state machine, name it climb, and now we're going to double click and open my delete key isn't working, which is that's strange. Alright, yeah, so we have this new state machine which we don't need, so I'm just gonna do Control Z because my delete key apparently decided to not work. So we're gonna connect the new state machine that we made to the true, and then we're gonna get our is climbing variable, and we're gonna set that to active value. So I have a called when climb is gonna be 0.25. This is not really important. You can mess around with this how you want. On climbing, we want to add a new state at state. We're gonna call that BS climbing. Double click. And then we can add our climbing back into here. And the climb left, I already messed that up. And this is gonna be connected respectively. Don't do it entirely. Don't care. Absolutely fantastic. And I just need to connect this back again. Alright. So what you should have is a fully working, actually not fully working, half working climbing system. So I believe I included everything. If you guys want me to add a full body IK to this and also a mantling up animation, which this pack does include, I just didn't have enough time to add it. If you guys want me to add that, be sure to let me know. And of course, stay tuned for more stuff as a glimpse of my dodging system. See you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.